Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
Look, 2020 has proven to be the year of many things, and the same for 2022. But if you're a small business, this could also be the year you switch to a better payroll. Gusto wasn't just built for small businesses, it was built for the people behind them. Their online payroll is easy to use. Gusto can automatically calculate paychecks and file all your payroll taxes, which means you have more time to run your business. Plus, Gusto does way more than payroll. Gusto helps with time tracking, health insurance, 401ks, onboarding, commuter benefits, offer letters, access to HR experts. You get the idea. It's super easy to set up and get started. If you're moving from another provider, they can transfer all your data for you. It's no surprise that 94% of customers are likely to recommend Gusto. And here's the best part. Because you're a listener to this podcast, you get 3 months totally free. All you have to do is go to gusto.com/compliance. That's gusto.com/compliance. I'm telling you, you're going to love Gusto. Get started today. What is Leica? Leica makes your entire compliance process simple. Leica goes beyond integrations. Their platform connects to your everyday applications and applies actual human expertise to robust software that powers your compliance. Leica easily connects to your applications and instantly creates tailored policies based on your business. Then, compliance experts guide you through automated workflows designed to help you conquer certifications like SOC 2, HIPAA, and GDPR. Leica is the only compliance platform that offers a true integrated audit solution. No more messy spreadsheets, miscellaneous audit documents. Their team of experts manages your audit from beginning to end. Leica is more than just one solution. It maintains 100% confidence in your compliance program with custom monitors and alerts. As the compliance evangelist, I certainly understand the complexities around compliance, particularly around SOC 2, HIPAA, and GDPR. It's hard to unpack requirements when you may not know what they are within your budget and your growth stage. Leica is the solution for you. Listeners to this podcast get 20% off when you join. Visit heyleica.com/compliance to get their exclusive deal. That's HEYLAIKA.com/compliance to request a demo and get 20% off when you sign up with Leica. November 3, 2021, the contract or not contract edition. And we have a very interesting story from the Wall Street Journal that Hertz announced last week that it had a contract with Tesla for 100,000 electric cars. Well, today Elon Musk says there is no contract. So typically you have a company who, in a pump and dump, will announce they have a big contract. Lordstown Motor comes to the fore mind. But here we have the person who's supplying the goods and who's going to garner the benefits in terms of the cash. Tesla's saying there's no signed deal. So a little unclear why there's this confusion. As Hertz says, it's already started receiving cars into its fleet. So more weirdness out of Elon Musk. Next up, from the New York Times, the Justice Department sues Penguin Random House over its Simon & Schuster deal. The Biden administration on Tuesday sued to stop Penguin Random House, the largest publisher in the U.S., from acquiring its rival Simon & Schuster in a major antitrust lawsuit and assign a different view of corporate consolidation than the one that has prevailed in Washington for decades. In a publishing landscape dominated by a handful of mega corporations, Penguin Random House towers above all the others. The deal announced a year ago had been under review by the government, which has had increasing scrutiny on big companies and the power that they wield. Next up comes to us, the story comes to us from Financial Times. The former heads of FIFA and UEFA, Seth Blatter and Michael Platini, face fraud charges in Switzerland, as authorities have charged them as part of a long-standing corruption investigation into the conduct of executives who once ran the world's favorite sport. The men were indicted on Tuesday following a 6-year investigation into a $2 million payment authorized by Blatter to be paid to Platini in 2011, which was for allegedly made for backdated additional salary. The Swiss Attorney General's office said the payment damaged FIFA's assets and unlawfully enriched Platini. At the time, Blatter was the president of FIFA and Platini was a president of UEFA. They've each been charged with fraud, misappropriation, criminal mismanagement, and forgery of a document. They face trial in Switzerland within the next coming months. And our final story comes to us from Reuters. The fired Apple employee who said she was organizing on behalf of herself and other Apple employees has filed a complaint with the NLRB. She was fired after leading fellow workers and publicly sharing instances of what they called harassment and discrimination. The documents related to charges that were viewed by Reuters. The former Apple programmer Yannicki Parrish alleged that Apple fired her to stymie her efforts to organize fellow workers, and that Apple's pretextual reason for terminating her was not correct and indeed not even true. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.
This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.